You should put that away. Let me see that.
I don't.
Have you seen this?
Yes, it's terrible. But see, this one, you can get a glimpse of what it's good.
See that? Look, yeah, this.
This, no. No. Awful. Yes, get rid of that. Yeah, people are making them. They're gonna. But that was good starter.
That's good. Yeah, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah,
yes.
And I didn't want to make it too difficult. I forget how many steps. Let me tell you how many steps. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they're out of order, but that's okay. 100. Oh, no. I guess I just have the one page printed twice. 100 for 156. Oh, yeah, it's out of order. It's 4 pages long. So that's a lot of steps. And the first one, I forget how many steps. I think it was only like 93. So that's plenty of steps. But they're ready to take it to the next level. In fact, if we could fit it in, I would like to show them how to put that bean stitch down the center of the satin stitch.
I do like that.
I
like
do
that.
too.
Janine Babbitt does that a lot.
Yes.
I feel like. Yes.
And who else? Yeah, Janine Babbitt. That's where you see it.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, did we ever send back her trunk show? No, shh, don't say her name.
We'll do that.
Everyone will. Yeah. Oh, they're listening to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. So, yeah, show them. Well, we can say hi, PJ. They're just saying hi to us.
Oh, yes, you're live.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hi, everybody.
Yep.
Welcome to IQ Designer. Show them last week's project, Steve. Okay. Last week's project. And afterwards, it was okay. It was okay. I wanted to make it easy. Remember, I got stuck on the words, too. We've got that all figured out. We're going to show you today. But now we are going to do the new improved version, and it is going to have 5 scallops.
I like that. It's
That much
nicer,
better.
Yeah.
The 3 scallops, no. 5 scallops are going to be a lot better. But you have to really have a good sharp pair of scissors.
We have those.
We do.
Yep.
A really good sharp pair of scissors to get into those corners there.
I like the metallic thread on it. It makes it really stand out.
Yeah, it does. I'm going to use metallic today. I'm going to use, I think it's purple. No, silver. I'm going to silver, and then I'm switching to purple. So I think that one's the one that goes the best.
Here's the purple for you.
Yes, there is the purple, and here's the purple fabric. So I think that's going to look really good.
If you don't, this is the first time I got to play with this.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. If you don't have this grabber, you'll never have to bend over again.
No.
You can just with minimal effort. You could serve your dinner to family this way.
Well, hardly reaching.
With hardly zero effort, hardly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So.
And honestly, it is the
Where's
right
the scissors? Where's the scissors at?
Scissors. Well, here's.
Oh yeah. Oh, those. Yeah.
Okay, those. Okay. All right. And. Okay, and okay, there. Anything, it's magnetic. Yes. And the really good thing about it is you can fold it down, and so you could like pack it in your suitcase.
You take it with you everywhere.
Yes.
That's good. I need that.
Yes. Yes. What did we end up calling it?
Magni Grab.
Magni Grab.
That's a good name. I like this. Yes.
Magni Grab.
So.
That is a good name. Maybe,
The ergonomic Magni Grab.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes we name the things ourselves, and that is
And
Sarah named it. Sarah named it. Yes. Ergonomic. Because look, he doesn't have to bend his back. They say not to do that. He doesn't have to bend his back.
I'll never bend over again. Yep. Nope. So.
No. I know. You really do need one on every floor of your home.
Yep.
Right? Because you need this. Grocery store getting high shelves, exactly. That's what Karen says. So we do. We need that.
Is it like retractable?
It certainly is, yeah.
Yes,
so it's
is.
just a simple twist of the wrist here, PJ, and you just bends down. Yep. And
you just take it anywhere.
Just tuck it in your pocket, and you're ready to go. And then the minute you need to grab something, like, hey, Steve, grab that purple metallic thread. Yes, ma'am. There you go.
I love it. It's great.
See?
Yeah.
Look, you were so fast. So.
Yes. Well, tell them why you have that around your neck.
Oh, this. Oh, can they see what this is?
Yes.
Yeah, you go
Okay.
in the middle.
Oh, do you want me to get close
This
on it?
is cold, hard baby lock rebates around my neck.
Yes.
So this is the final day, people. Listen up. Tink, tink, tink. Like if I could tap on your screen, tink, tink, tink. This is the final day for the $500 rebate on any baby lock machine with an MSRP of over $5,000. So that qualifies many, many machines.
Yes.
If you've gotten a machine with us in the past month, I've got you. I've
He's
got your
been doing
rebates.
them.
I have. I've been
Yes.
submitting them. So, but today's the day. You have until midnight. So blow up my phone. Yes,
Yes.
call me. Blow it up, and we will get you the baby lock plus that $500 rebate. It's a MasterCard with $500 on it
Yeah.
that you can spend anywhere.
Anywhere.
We would love for you to spend it with us.
Yeah.
But you can spend it anywhere. $500.
Yeah.
Free money.
Right. Yes, you could buy the machine and then give the card to your dad or your husband or whatever for Father's Day.
Say, look what I got you.
Yes.
Yeah, and they won't even know if you don't even tell them about the sewing machine.
No.
No. So,
no.
Yeah.
And you've got all kinds of other Gloria bucks to
I
give
do,
them
yes,
too.
yes. There's all kinds of deals. There's incentives going on now. Amber Lee, rebate, question mark? Yes, ma'am. I got yours submitted too.
Yeah.
So there's a $500
You're gonna get a
rebate coming
$500
your way.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
yes.
remember one time it was 2 cards were in there and people didn't know it was 2 cards and they threw away one. So when you do get your rebate, look for it.
Sift through your mail carefully.
Yeah.
If there's
right.
like something that looks, open everything. Open it all, because it could come in some nondescript envelope.
Yes, it probably does.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, be
But-
careful.
Yes.
Yes. So, yep. So, it's MSRP. It doesn't mean the sale price.
No. Yep.
Yeah. So
it's a wide range of machines that
So you
qualify
better
with
call
that. So,
Steve, 412-344-2330. Option 2, that takes you right to Steve's phone. He can tell you what's going on. Okay?
yeah, hold on, I gotta get my phone real
and
quick.
then I guess he had to run and get his phone. So yeah, 5,000 or more, but the price of the machine doesn't have to be just the MSRP.
I'll have my
and you
phone
know
on
how
me.
the MSRP is usually really high, right?
I'll make sure my phone's on me. So,
So this
it'll
phone
ring.
is on him. Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Yes. So,
Yeah. So you should find out if you were thinking about now. Sharon is in Orange, California. No, she is not. We lost them.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
So Sharon says hello from Orange County, California.
Sharon Shade, what are you
Yes.
doing in Orange County?
Yeah.
Sharon Shade.
You didn't move there, did you? So, well, anyhow, there's another California. Yeah. Wow, wonderful.
Is the
Okay.
directions posted?
For the other one, yes. But you don't want to even bother getting them.
No.
No. So we'll get the, hopefully I've done this one right. Because you're going to like this one so much more. Yeah. So, okay. So I think we should get
That's it,
started.
yeah.
So that's just what I wanted to tell them is that I'm going to change it to 5. And this is just too boring. 1 piece of fabric. Nothing colorful. No. I mean, it's elegant, I guess. He threw it away. He said, that's it. He never wants to see it again. Yeah.
We'll just
And so
put
we
it
are
right there.
changing, and I've got a nice bundle of fabric. So welcome to our home with this one. And then I have a happy birthday. So
a-
whenever you're celebrating a
read the-
birthday in the house, whoever. So Steve, tell him about next Thursday. So he's next Thursday
Oh.
is, yeah, next Thursday.
Next Thursday is my birthday.
Yeah.
So that means we are having, and it's not just my birthday, it is also,
James Stevens' birthday. Stephen James.
so my name is Stephen James,
Uh-huh.
and Gloria has a grandson named James Stephen.
Stephen,
So, and we're both born on the same day.
Same day.
So June 6th,
Uh-huh.
Thursday at 7 p.m., we're having a big sale,
Uh-huh.
and it's going to be a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and we're all going to wear birthday hats,
Yeah, okay.
and we're going to sing happy birthday.
Okay.
And you know how good we sing.
Yes.
So you've heard us.
Yes.
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 We're going to keep that chorus going.
Yes.
So we've prior practiced after the show today. So, so it'll be a lot of fun. So don't miss next Thursday surprises,
It's gonna be
just
so good.
fun. So
I think the whole week is going to be good.
yes.
Yeah.
Might as well sell for the birthday week. Yes.
Right, birthday week.
Yep.
It can't just be one day.
No.
No, it has to be a
Yep.
whole week. Yes. Okay, so PJ, we are ready to get started. Okay. Oh, is that somebody calling for a machine?
Sure is.
It is. Wonderful.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello. Hi, this is Steve.
All right. We are good. So, all right. Tuesday was Patty's birthday. Happy birthday. All right. So, okay.
Okay.
Wonderful. And I am going to slide my hoop in and get ready. All right. And I am ready.
Ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
And I could do it off to the side so everybody could see. So this is our finished product this time. So it's different. The fancy fill is at the top.
Okay.
And so the fancy fill, we're changing it up a little bit because we're using some printed fabric. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So what do they see right now? They just see
You want
me.
to see the screen?
Yes, I want them to see the screen so they can see what we're going to end up with. So I was going to sew it, and then, let me show you that. I was going to sew it, and then we were going to start the show, but it's 52 minutes long. So I thought what I'd do is teach you how to make it, and then while we show you some products, we will start our sewing. So, and that actually, that's the most important steps, or the first few steps.
Let me just see. Okay, good.
Are we good?
Yep, we're good.
Okay, we're good. Okay, so this is the new design. All right, so I wanted to do it easy last week. Just sometimes if somebody's new to IQ Designer and I come along with a project that is 183 steps, they're gonna go, I never want to do that ever, But last week, I think it was like 93 steps or 105, something like that. And so I thought that was enough steps for a beginner. But they got to try out their fancy fills, and that is always such a thrill, isn't it? Like you've tried it before and you couldn't do it. And then you follow along with what I show you, and the fancy fill goes and fills, and it's really exciting. It's what you bought your machine for. So tune in every Friday. We'll have different lessons every single Friday. We've been doing it for 3 years now. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
IQ Designer, has it been 4 years? How many years have we been doing this, Steve? Oh, he's on the phone with someone. Okay, all right. So I'm going to just go home from here. So we're going to go home. Okay. I have it saved. All right, and we are going to go into IQ Designer, our favorite thing to do. Okay. I just think it is absolutely amazing. So I just have so much fun doing it. And I tell you, it does take me 2-3 tries till I get it. I'll do it and that's, oh no, I forgot a step. I got to start over. Oh no, I forgot a step. Oh, I forgot this. Oh no. So I don't do it first time around ever. So don't get discouraged with it. Once you've got it, it's really fun, and then you could get creative with it and try out your own fancy fills and your own shapes, right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, I opened IQ Designer, and we are going to go to Shapes. So Shapes is the circle and the square. Click on that, and I am going to go 01, the square, and OK. The size, now I just made up the size. You can make it up whatever size you want. But I decided, so I'm going to click on size. And I just decided easy to do in my hoop would be 12 inches tall by 10 inches wide. Now, if you have an Altair, Meridian, or a Destiny, you're going to want to make it like 9 1/4 wide. 9 1/4 wide by 12. So it won't make very much difference at all. Okay, now I'm going to go to the keypad. I could just stretch it bigger, but it's quicker if you have a Solaris Vision. You go to the keypad, and first it wants the height, which is 12 inches, set, and then 10 inches wide, 10, and set. Okay, so there's my square, 12 inch tall by 10 inch wide, and then OK. select the bottom of the rectangle. I want to erase this bottom line. Now I could take the eraser and erase it, but are both these sides going to be exactly the same? Probably not. So that's why I say to select the square select, and I just click and drag a box around the bottom. Then I know both of those sides are going to be even. So I clicked and dragged the box and click on cut. Okay, so there is my rectangle and the bottom is empty. Now, I want to bring in the scallops now. So go to shapes. So you have, these are closed shapes. This one, I call that one the flag. This is another menu of closed shapes. We haven't even near used all these shapes yet. We've been teaching these lessons for this long. So there's the open shapes. So I call it the curly Q. So click on the curly Q, O1, the scallops, and OK. Size, how big is this? So this is 6.58 inches wide, and I didn't want 4 scallops. Everybody says to do it in odds. I decided I wanted 5 scallops. So I want these scallops to reach 10 inches. So I need each one of these. So I went, okay, I got 3 out of 6 inches. How many to get about 2 inches wide? So I need this set of 3 scallops to be 6 inches wide. So I'm going to, this time, I want to keep it in proportion. So I'm going to click on the square with 4 arrows pointing in. 4 arrows pointing in, and I'm watching this bottom number. And when I get to 6 inches, I'm going to stop. There's 602, 601. All right, so move the 3 scallops down to the bottom of the screen. I want them to move them away from that, my rectangle there. So I'm going to click on them and move them down to the bottom. Okay, kind of over to the left too. Bottom and to the left. Then, okay. It's still selected. I want to click on copy, which is right below rotate. It's a solid square with a dotted square. So copy. Now I have 2 of them. Move it so it connects. So I couldn't figure out an easy way to do this, so I'm just gonna click on it and move it over and kind of eye judge it until I think it looks good. Okay, like maybe I'll zoom in right here and I can see if one is lower than the other. So I think I better go to 400 and then pan and slide that screen all the way up. There they are. We slide it over. There we are. So I can see now I'm really zoomed in and I can see it's not matching up. So I'm going to go to size because I do better doing the arrows. I'm more accurate with the arrows. So I can bring that up so it's even. Bring it a couple over. I think I'm good there. Okay, so let's go back to 100. And now I've got 5 scallops plus a little extra. So that's okay. All right, deselect. Oh, wait, move it so it connects. So first I have to deselect, okay? Then I have to select the whole scallop. Because if I would have just moved that section, it wouldn't have moved the whole thing. So again, I'm gonna click on select. It's already highlighted the box select, and I'm gonna click down with my mouse and then select the whole thing. And then I'm gonna move it. And like I said, I do better going with size and then moving it with my arrows. And I always do a lot better by zooming in. I'm going to go to 400, pan, slide up till I see those scallops and slide it to the left. And that's looking pretty good there. Let's go look at the other side. So this time I'm going to click on this slider bar at the bottom and slide over. Oh, no, no good. But see, it just isn't getting there. So I have to go size and make it a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to stretch it a little bit.
Use your grid.
Wow, I could use the grid, but I could see it right here.
Okay.
Yeah, so now remember, on the left side, it's also stretching wider. So I need to go over, see, okay, I can move it over a little bit. And maybe now on this side, it's going to match up. It looks pretty good to me. I think that's good. So see, you could stretch it, move it until it all connects. All right, deselect it. Okay, erase the part you don't want. So that would be this part over here. Deselect, it's still selected. So I'm going to just click again on the screen. Oh, maybe because I'm zoomed in. So, oh no, I'm on pan. So I don't want to be in pan. Okay, now I'll click and it will deselect. Now I can take my eraser and erase it. So we're going to click on the eraser, but your eraser right now is size 20. Click on your screen. Look how big that eraser is. So you can't be accurate with it, or at least I can't. So I like to go down, I'll go down to like 7 or 8. Let's see, now my eraser's smaller, and then I could be more accurate with it. So it doesn't matter if there's something little extra there. So we're gonna erase it. Maybe I should go down with my slider bar. Sometimes there's something hidden. I'm not gonna worry about that extra little stitch there. It's not gonna make any difference because we're gonna be sewing it right sides together. See, there's an extra little stitch there. So, okay. All right, so now I always like to double check. I'm gonna go back to 100% to double check that there's no holes in it by clicking fill bucket and inside. Good. If it filled my whole screen, then there is a hole in it. So I've got to go back and draw a line to close it up. Okay, so we're going to undo that. I don't need that. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is I want to do a placement line so I know where to lay down my batting. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to lay down my batting, and then I'm going to trim the excess batting away, and that's going to make the banner turn right side out better. And so I'm going to have a placement line, then I'm going to lay my batting, which I'm going to use Ultra Soft Fusible. I'm going to lay it down with the fusible side facing up, stitch it, trim away from the seam allowance. So the first one we did was bulky, and it still isn't it's just the seams aren't laying flat. And so if I trim away the batting from the seam allowance, it's going to look much better. Okay, so first thing I need to do is tell it I want to straight stitch this. So I'm going to go to Line Properties, which is the piece of paper, Line Properties, Straight Stitch, Red, and OK. Now we will post the directions, and I do want to shout out the step number every once in a while, even though you don't have it in your hands yet. But when you do go to follow this later, you'll have the paper in front of you, and you will have the steps there too. So, so that was step 25. So I told it Line Properties, Straight Stitch, Red, OK. Now Line Bucket, click on the line to turn it red. So you're telling the machine that you want to show it to sew this shape in a straight stitch. Next. Now, okay, this is the stitch length. Now I know from doing this that it is a 2 stitch length. That's fine. It's just doing a placement line, so that's fine. So I'm not going to change it. So set. Now I need 3 of these. Oh, it's saying, uh-oh. Oh my goodness, this is so good this came up. It's saying, convert the embroidery pattern. IQ Designer will be exited. Okay to continue. Really what it should say, did you save this? Because if you didn't save it, you can't go back to it. And I need to go back to this shape. So right here, I have a memory button. So I'm going to go Memory, Save on the Machine. And I had changed it red. So it's going to be the red rectangle with the scallop at the bottom. Okay, now set and okay. So I'm okay to move on. I'm in embroidery right now. So right now I have 1 of those. So that is my placement line. I need 3. So I need a placement line, I need a tack down line, and then for my batting, and then a tack down line for my fabric. So right here, I'm going to go into Edit and Copy. But look at that, they're not one on top of the other. So Move, Center. This button puts it in the center. Uh-oh, now the other one isn't in center. press the select button at the bottom, put that one in the center. Okay, so now I have 2 of them. So edit again, copy, move, center. Edit, press edit. Oh, edit again. I have 3. So I have my placement line, tack down for the batting, tack down for the fabric. So I'm doing good. Okay, now add IQ Designer. Okay, so now I need that shape back again. So pocket with the arrow pointing out up at the top. So I think on the Solaris, Meridian, and Destiny, that pocket is at the bottom. But look for the pocket with the arrow pointing out. And this is to prove to you that I do it more than one time. So, you know, I would forget a step and have to start all over again. So, okay. So we're going to select the last one that I did. So that is, and remember it was red. So there it is. The red one with the scallops at the bottom. Okay. Okay, select the scallop. Okay, so right now the whole thing is selected. So I want to deselect it. So I'm just going to click outside that red box to deselect it. Then here's my box select. It's already highlighted. I can see that it's blue. Does no harm to click it again. Okay, and I'm just going to click and drag a box around. Doesn't matter where you start. I could start way up here if I wanted to. But I'm going to start, I'll start about right here, clicking down with my mouse, and I'm going to select that whole scallop. Okay, release it, and then copy it. So copy, it's right below rotate. Then I'm going to click on rotate, center it. That's right on top of the other one. Then I'm going to do my up arrow, move it straight up till I like what I see. So it's going to be like a little curtain at the top, and just you decide where you like it. So you want to leave plenty of room for we're going to put an 8-inch square block inside. Okay, so move it straight up till you like the position. Make sure it is touching on both sides. So let's take a look at it. Let's go to 400. I'm going to click on my slider bar and slide up. Oop, there it is. And then bottom slider bar, slide over. Looks like it's touching to me. Looks like that one's touching. Now, you know we have a test for that. So here I'll go back to 100 and I'll go fill bucket and click inside this area. See, I had no holes, so I'm good. So all I did that for was to test it. Okay. Now, I want to save this one. Every step of the way, save it, because you never know when you make a mistake and you got to go back. So memory, save on the machine. Now I want to put a square inside it. So we are going to go to, okay, now next. So I want to go shapes. That's right. Okay, step 54. Shapes. I saw these grayed out down here, and so I kind of lost track of things, but it's here's shapes right here. So shapes, the square, okay, size. So click on size, and this time I want it 8-inch by 8-inch, so you can just keep it in proportion. If you have a Solaris Vision, you could just tell it 8 set. 8 set. Okay, there it is. Move it to center it in the open area. So I'm going to say, okay, right? Okay, because then I can go, I do better with moving it. So your move buttons are under your size button and under rotate. So I'm thinking I'm going to just press center. Well, it was already in center. And now I'm just going to move it down. But you know what I did with mine that I was sewing is I made it too low and I didn't catch it until the whole thing was made. So I think at this point, it would be really good to turn your grid on. So we're going to go up to the very top to the piece of paper. That's the settings page. Here it says grid. And I'm going to pick the 3/8 inch grid. I want it small. 1 inch, I don't think will do it for me. And then okay. So there's my grid, and I can see my box. I am like 1, 2, and like a quarter, 1, 2 and a quarter from that scallop, and I'm only 1.5 from this one. So let's move that one up a little bit. So now I'm at like 2 1/8. Oh, no, I'm still not centered. Maybe I'll just take that one up to 2. And will that one will be about 2. Yeah, I think it's better. But see how the grid is, you can't see anything. So I'm going to go back up to settings. Once I have it positioned where I want it, go back up to settings, page 8 of 12, and go to no grid and OK. All right. So now I have the box in there. And I got to press OK. OK. Then memory, save on the machine. Now it's time to assign stitches to each section. Okay, so let's think. So I have my fabric tacked down. The next thing I want to do is tack down my box. So I want to put a different fabric in the box. So line properties, straight stitch, red, OK. Line bucket, click on the square and the upper scallop. Okay, now click on the upper scallop to turn it red. Oh, I should have done I'll change it in my directions. First thing I need to do is break the top scallop, because if I click on this line, it's going to turn everything red. So I need to break that top scallop away. So I am going to line no so break the top. Okay. So we are going to go to the eraser, and I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to go to 400. I can slide with the slider bar or click on pan and move it till I see it, and I just want to break a little hole in it. So, okay, so I am going to, well, I'm worried that I have my steps out of order, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so the eraser, it's still in size 20. We better go down. Okay, so what am I thinking? The only thing I wanted to sew, oh, that's right, because I decided that I wanted, so we're going to do the top area with the, it's called Wedgwood Blue Fairy Frost, and the square with the Fairy Frost. So I want to tack that down. So I need to not separate the scallop, but separate this line. I think we better go to 800. 800 and slide it over, pan and slide over, eraser. Let's see how big my eraser is. That's still too big. At 800, look how big that is. So I'm going to take that down. There's 2. That might be good. So I just want to break that line. I'm going to put my mouse on it and break the line. I think I'm good. Okay, so we're going to take it to the other side. So this, we want to tack down the upper scallop section and the square. I didn't get to sew this out, so I can't wait to sew it. Okay, so I slid over. I'm going to click in that. Oh no, I don't have eraser. Here's eraser. It's still at size 2. I'm just going to come over and bump it. Okay, don't worry about there being extra there. That won't affect a thing. Okay, and then okay, I've erased it away. Let's go back to 100. Okay, and then we are at straight stitch, red and okay. We already did that, but now we want to line bucket and click on, even though it's already red, I'm going to click on it again. Okay, and then click on the block, but now I need to make the rest of this line no sew. I don't want to sew that down. So we are going to go into line properties, step 70, which is no sew. Okay, line bucket, it's already selected, but we're going to click on the other lines to make them no sew. And if you did it right and have no breaks in the line, it only took 1 click. And then it turned all the rest of it gray. It's not going to sew it. Okay, next, what I'm hoping is we see straight stitch. Okay, so that is my, we don't need a placement line, do we? We could just lay our fabric down. So I really only need that once, and it's a straight stitch. We're gonna tack down our solid fabric. So set, okay. It's not centered, is it? Is it? I can't tell. Maybe it is. Okay, so what was before it? Oh no, because look at the top of the scallop section is not up there. So what we need to do, okay, is make sure that that is in the center. Okay, so we are going to go edit and move. First, I'm going to make sure it's in center. It always starts out in center, and then I'm going to move it up to the top to make sure that it's one on top of the other. Okay, it's looking good there. I think we look good. So it is one on top of the other. I want them exact same spot. Okay, then okay. Let's press edit and see how many steps we have. Okay, so edit. We have the placement line for our batting, tack down fabric, and then tack down. We're going to tack down and trim, and then tack down and trim for the solid fabric. Okay, so the tack down will be for the print fabric, and this one will be the solid fabric. So I'm doing good. So edit to see that you have 4 steps. So we do have 4 steps. Now add IQ Designer. What do we need next? Well, pocket with the arrow pointing out. We need to select our banner with the 2 scallops and a square. So the banner with 2 scallops and a square, okay. Fill properties, so this is the fun part. I want to fill this upper area with fancy fill and inside the square with fancy fill. This is going to be a printed fabric around here, and if you could put a fancy fill in there if you want. But my print has so many different colors, I don't think you'd see it anyhow, so I'm not going to do that, but you could if you wanted to. Okay, so we're going to go to Fill Properties, open up the fancy, no, I'm in Line Properties, pick the wrong one, just okay, go back down here, Fill Properties, Fancy Fills, select. And I was looking at them and I thought, oh, there's so many to choose from. I'm always selecting the same ones. I do like that one, 22, but I've used it a million times. I decided to go down. Now with the birthday party fabric that we're gonna put in our kit, I think this one, 38.
Can I just say something about the instructions? These are an update from last week.
Right. They're not the same, right?
The ones on the Facebook group are from last week.
Yeah, they're last week. They're for the simpler one. And let me hold that one up. So that the instructions for last week are
You can hold it up to, which one? That one? Yeah. Okay, here you go.
There, so it's for that one, and it has just 3 scallops, and it doesn't have the fabric. So this is the new and improved version that we're doing. This is last week. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
I'm gonna get these new instructions up to the Facebook group as soon as possible.
Yes.
I tried to put them
I think we're pretty good. There was one step that I didn't do it in the right order, but I think they'll get it anyhow. I'm worried about steps 67 and 68.
Okay.
Yeah. So I need to switch those two. 68 should be step 67 and vice versa.
So we'll make sure they're all
correct. Then put them up,
Okay.
Yeah, you might as well watch. Okay. So maybe, well, let's keep going. Well, let's do the birthday one. Okay. So, well, no, let's do this one, and then I think I want you to get creative and do the birthday one. So I think on my directions, I said I picked 034. Okay. Blue. 2 and okay. Fill bucket. So down here are the fill, and you can see your fancy fill in the window there. So fill bucket, and then click in the top scallop. Okay. Fill properties again, because I want to change to a different fill. So fill properties, select lattice with stars. So let's find that one. I used the same one last week, but I really like this one. But whatever one you want to pick. Okay, lattice with stars, okay. And then green and okay. I just like picking different colors for every step, because then I'm sure that the machine will give me a color change. All right, so green, okay. Fill bucket, then click inside the square to fill it. Okay, what do I want to do with this red line? I don't want that to sew out at all. I just want the fancy fill to sew out. So we're going to go up to line properties, no sew again, and that was step 99.
The new directions will be on the website under the info tab, and the Facebook group will post them there under the files tab. And here in the chat is something you can type into a web browser if you want to follow on right now.
Okay, all right.
I know it's hard to type all these strange characters in, but
yes,
that's
but they could copy and paste it.
They can't click on it right in the app, and that was kind of giving us some frustration. But
okay.
After this, we'll have the updated version, and that'll be easy to find on the gloriahorn.com website under the info tab, and the Facebook group under files.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so step 100, click on OK. Line bucket. Click on all the black lines to make them no sew. Well, mine are red. So I'm going to click on this line. Remember, I broke the line though. Oh, I see. Oh, you know what? Okay, so all the black, I guess all that straight stitch, double check. So you click around, you'll get that error message if you've already clicked it, but I like to just double check that I have everything. You'll know it on the next step if you didn't get everything. Okay, next. This is where you make changes to the fancy fills. So we're good. There's no straight stitches there. Okay, it is selected the fancy fill. If I leave it like this, it is going to do a jump stitch trim everywhere it ends here. Okay, so we're going to fix that though.
Oh, maybe my mic isn't. Maybe I had the wrong microphone on.
Uh-oh, your mic wasn't on. Okay, you'll have to tell them that again then. Okay.
Okay.
He had the wrong mic on. Okay.
I had the wrong mic on. Hopefully they can hear me now. The instructions, once again, sorry about that, are on gloriahorn.com under the info tab, and on the Facebook group under the files tab. And in the description in here on the app, I know it's hard to copy or to retype these letters, but here is a link that you can type into your web browser if you want to follow along right now. But we'll get the instructions posted to the Facebook group as soon as possible, but they are available on gloriahorn.com.
Oh, you already put them on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay, they said they heard it before.
Okay.
So maybe, who knows? Okay, all right. Okay, so there I have the fancy fill in the window, and I just, it just kind of looks big there. So I went down to 80%. So you decide how much. So it was at 100%, went down to 80%, and then okay. And okay, that looks better, but I still have those jump stitch trims. So you're going to go down. Now, I think on the Altair, Meridian, and Destiny, it's called outline, and outline on. Now look at the difference when I say okay. Now those jump stitches are going to connect, and it's going to sew out so much faster. So I always turn that on. Okay, so I went down to 80%, and I turned the outline on right there. Okay, then I want you to press the select arrow so the lattice is in the window. And I went down to 90%. Just when I sewed it out before, I just thought, oh, it's a little too big. So 90% and okay. And another thing, I don't imagine how long that's going to take with all those jump stitch trims. So you're going to go down to your outline and turn it on. Make sure it's on, and then okay. Okay, so there we're looking good. Now set, okay. Looks good. It doesn't look like it's in the right position though, right? So we'll go back. Like, let me try this right now. Okay, so we are going to go to edit, move, and then select. We're going to put it in the center. Okay, select, center, select, center. It might not all go. Center. I'm not sure if it's all going. Select, center. No, I guess because I erased some lines, it didn't go. Okay, so let's go edit. And it looks to me like the scallop, so edit again. So this bottom one, I'm going to click on it, and then edit, move, clicked on it to select it, move, and move it up so that top matches. Okay. Oh, it looks like there's something else there that needs to be moved. So I'm going to make sure that one is. There's another block there. I'm going to go select till I see that other block, and then move that one up so it matches at the top. Okay, we are looking good. Okay, it looks like everything is matching up. Okay, so if you've ever done this and it didn't match up, that's what you need to do, to select that section and move it. Okay, all right, so now let me make sure. Okay, so now what do I need to do? So I have tacked down my fabric. I've done my fancy fill. I need to cover the edge of the square, and I want to put candle wicking there, and then I need to cover the edge of this scallop with a satin stitch. So I'm going to say okay. So I need to add and go back into IQ Designer. And it does feel like you lost everything, doesn't it? So we're going to do the pocket with the arrow pointing out. So I'm on step 114. I'm going to get the banner with both scallops and the square. Okay. Line properties, candle wicking, green. I've been selecting green a lot, but it won't matter. Okay. Line bucket. So here's my bucket. Click on the box to turn it green. So you won't see anything happening here. Then now I want to break the line at each end of the scallop. Okay, this time I don't want that top included. So we're going to go back into the eraser, and I think the easiest thing is going to be to go to, I do better at 400%, and I like to use the slider bar and come up, oh, there we go, and then go all the way to the left. Sometimes that slider bar is hard to catch, so it gives me an error message, but it just means that I didn't click on it. Then eraser, 20, let's see how big that is. That's too big. So I'm going to come back over here and go down to 10, and I'm just going to click on that. So all of the lines are broken. So it looks like almost like they're touching, but I think I'm okay. I'm going to slide over to the other side and do the same thing at the other side. And there, all the lines are broken. So, okay. Now, let's go back to 100% so we can see the whole thing. And we're going to line properties, zigzag, blue. So, blue, okay. Line bucket. And you're going to click on the scallop, top scallop, to turn it blue. So my line was broken, so I'm good. Okay, so we told it candle wicking around the box, the blue for the scallop, and then what do we want with that red line? Well, we don't want to sew that. So line properties, no sew, and then OK. Line bucket, it's already selected, but you can press it again. And then you're going to click on that red line to turn it gray. Remember, we broke the line. So down here, so if I see anything red, I want to click it because now it's a no sew. Then next, and all we want to see is the satin stitch and the candle wicking. So we did good. Okay. The zigzag is in the window. Now, stitch width. So right now I have it in inches, and that doesn't make any sense to me. So I like to go up to the settings menu, and I like to go to page 9 of 12, change it from inches to millimeters, and then OK. I just know that 4 millimeters is a width that I like. So I'm going to go up to 4 and OK. I used to say increase the density, but I tell you, your machines do a beautiful, perfect satin stitch without even increasing the density. Now, the next one I want to see in the window, so I'm going to press select, these arrows, till I see the candle wicking. And right now, the candle wicking is in 4 millimeters, which I guess that sounds good. But when I was doing it, it was in inches. So I'm going to change back to inches. So 9 of 12, I'm going to go to inches. OK. And then OK, this is where, I don't like that there's 2 candle wicking at a diagonal. I'm going to go up to 200 and slide over there so you can see what I mean. So in that corner, I have 2 at a diagonal, where the bottom, I'm going the wrong way. Well, I better pan. Am I panning? I better click. Oh, it panned. Sometimes it doesn't work first time for me. Okay, over on this side. I wanted to go over here. Oh, it went there. Oh, I got the 2 diagonal. So let's stay there. And I fooled with it until I got 1 candle wicking stitch in each corner. So like I went up a couple and I tried it. And let's see, that was at 0.172. Well, there's 1 there. Let's move out to 100%. And hey, that looks good. But I like them bigger, so I was playing around with it. And I'm going to go up a couple more. That's 0.184. Let's see. I'm still good. So Steve and I like our candle wicking to be really big. And so I just kept going up until I got to the biggest I could. And there was still just 1 candle wicking in the corner. So if I went up 1 more, I might as well do it. Go up 1 more and say, OK, let's see, diagonal. So I knew, click there, go down 1, and OK. Probably no one would notice that you had 2. You didn't have them in the corner. But, now you know why I click around and how I came up with those numbers. Okay, so the different size square, you'll have different size in there in order to get the candle wicking in the corner. Okay, so now I'm happy with what I see. So set, OK. Oh, it's not in the right spot, see? So I have to go edit, move, and move it up. See, my scallop isn't in the right spot, so I'm going to move it up. Okay, it's looking good, but you can't really tell until you go to, let's go to 200. Oh, let's pan. Let's go to 400. I want to see the color of the stitch underneath so I can see straight stitch going down the center of the zigzag. I can see straight stitch going through the center. So I'm going to move it a little more just to show you. So see how I have that red underneath? I have red underneath there. And if I went up, now I want to go down. So you see how that blue line they're covering, okay? So you zoom in and you double check that that line is going down the center of your candle wicking, and then you're sure you've covered it, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna go to 100. So I had to move it. Now I wanna add the wording. So first, okay, then add, and I'm so automatically go to IQ Designer, but this time I wanna go put some words in. Okay, and we were trying this last week and I made a mess of it. So I wanted to show the exact same words again. So first we're gonna go down and pick one of my favorite fonts. I really like 16 and 17. You just use whatever you like. I do like 17. And first we're gonna put in welcome. And I want that in all capitals. So here I go, WELCOME. And I wanted to arc that. So I'm going to click on array. That's step 145. Arch over. So I'm looking at these and this is how I want mine. Arch over. Change the degree of arch. See how it's too tight. The arc is too tight. So I'm just going to click on it. And it turns out, take it as far as it'll go. And that's perfect. So I can't go any farther. Getting an error message. Okay, then okay. Press return. See, right now my cursor is still on welcome. Press return. Then I'm going to put the word to in at lowercase T-O. And then return hour. And I want hour to be capital O. Then U-R, where U, and then R. And then return. And then home, and I'm going to capitalize home. So H, then lowercase, O-M-E. And then set. Okay? Press edit. That's where the group button is. So edit, press the group button, which is right next to rotate. That was step 155. Now look it, there's separate red boxes around each word. So I've got to turn my page. Okay. Okay. Press the select button at the bottom. That's these buttons with the arrow in it. Okay. And then you can make changes to the word that has the red box around it. So I don't really want to change to. I'm not sure about my positioning yet. So I'm going to press select again. Now it's hour. I think I'm going to move that one down a little bit. So let's go to move and go to our down arrow. Now it's too close to home. So I'm going to press select. Now home is selected. The red boxes are around it. And I'm going to move that down. And I thought since home is an important word, I think I want that word a little bigger. So edit, size. And I'm going to just stretch that a little bigger. I want home to be bigger. I think I like it. Okay, so now press select again. Oh, welcome isn't selected. Keep pressing select. Now let's see if I can press welcome now. No, keep pressing select. See, it's moving those selects around. I wasn't watching. Did I pass it? Well, we will know in a minute now. Okay, there's welcome. So see how many times I had to press select until the red boxes were around welcome? So I do want to move that down. I may want to move to again. I'm kind of liking where welcome is. And that's an important word too. So I decided I wanted to make that bigger, but keep it in proportion. So I just thought I'd click it up a couple times. Press select again. Two, I think I'm going to move that one up. Make sure I'm in center. Center. Okay. Well, hey, that's pretty good right there. Okay, press select. Hour. I like to center it and then move it down. So I want to move it halfway in between home. I'm just going to eye judge it, but you could bring up your grid. Okay, I like it. So there. Oh, look at welcome. It's too big. It's touching the candle wicking. So I guess if I back up this time instead of, so see, go in reverse, and I'm going to just make that a little smaller so my W doesn't And it doesn't look like the E could go closer. I'm just going to move it a hair over. So I'm just looking at this space right here and there. Now I like what I see. Does everybody like what they see? Okay, so we got our letters in. Now, what's our last thing we need to do? We need to sew the back to the front. Now, the reason why I hesitated is because I said to myself, I fancy filled this. Oh, that won't matter. Okay, because I want to make an opening so I could slide a hanger in. Okay? All right, we're going to do it, even though it's not in the directions. Because what I thought I would do is just, I'm going to straight stitch. After it's all done and turned right side out, I'm going to go to the sewing machine. I'm going to sew a straight stitch across, sew a straight stitch across, and then I'm going to just take my seam ripper and open up those stitches. Let's just do it that way. I think that's going to be the easier way to do it. So let's just do it that way. Okay, but I could bring in that original shape and then erase a section so I don't have to rip it out. And then it would just do a straight stitch here, and then it'll jump down, like say a 1/2 inch, and then do straight stitch there. So you could do that. You advanced people can do it. Okay, so I'm all ready to sew the back to the front. So I'm going to say okay here. Then add IQ Designer. Pocket with the arrow pointing out. It's thinking. The rectangle with the scallops at the bottom. Okay. Line properties. I wanted to do straight stitch, so straight stitch, orange, just because I haven't used orange. And then, okay. Line bucket. Click on the line to turn it orange. Next. So at this point, you could take your eraser. I would get the grid out. Should I do it? Maybe I should do it. Should I do it?
Yes, you should save.
I should save. Okay, I haven't saved for a while.
I like
Oh, yeah, that's right. My lettering, I did not save. I didn't. So when I put the letters in, so she's right. I should have saved, but before I left the embroidery screen, I should have saved. But I think I'm all right. Okay, so you can use a clip hanger, right, Marilyn? That's right. So make it easy on yourself. We have those clip hangers. So yeah, Amber Lee, did you have a machine before that would do IQ Designer? See, she now has the Baby Luck Venture, and now she has IQ Designer. So a whole new world has opened up to her. So okay, so I could erase. Why don't I just show you? Let's just do it. I don't have it in the instructions, but we better turn the grid on. So the grid, we're going to go up to settings. We're going to go to this step, page 8 of 12, grid. And I think I'll go the 3/8 grid. And okay. And I think I'm going to zoom in. I always need to zoom in. I'm going to go to 200, which means I can't see a thing now. So I'm going to pan and slide over so I can see it. And the grid is 3/8. So I think that maybe that is a good place to start. So I'll erase it there, and I'll erase it down here. Now when I go to stitch all the way across, I'll tie a knot there and there so that won't come apart. Okay, so I'm going to take my eraser. You know what? You could do that box select, and that would be easier. And then it'd be even on both sides. So let's do it that way. You could do your eraser, or I'll go to 100. I am going to go box select. So I'm selecting that at the bottom. Box select. I'm going to click outside the line. It's hard to see the line because I'm going to click on that line and go all the way across and do a nice square block. And so 3/8 and 3/8 is 6/8, which is 3/4. That's probably too big of an opening. Maybe I'll just go a little bit smaller. Okay, and then I selected it and I'm going to cut it. Now let's get rid of the grid. So settings, grid, no grid. Okay, and you can see now there's an opening there. Okay, it's going to do a straight stitch in both places. Okay, so I'm going to close out of my select box, press next. It's straight stitch. I know the other part is going to be straight stitch too, so I'm good. I'm not going to worry about the stitch length. Set. Okay. All right, is it one on top of the other? No, look at that. So I need to go edit, move, and move it up till I see that orange scallop right on top of the red scallop. Okay, and let's go to 200, and let's move up and look at those lines. And I think I'm good. I think I'm good. So I could move up again. I mean, you could be real picky and go to 400, and then we're gonna move. Well, I'm panning. I can go up, and if I move, what does it do? Oh, that went up too high. Go one more down. There, now I'm perfect. Let's pan up again and go look at the scallops. And they should be right on top of each other. But if they're a hair off, it's not gonna matter. Okay, there, I think I look good. So I'm good. So, okay, see, it's a hair off. That's not gonna matter. So, okay, now let's go to 100 and memory save on the machine. Okay, so now we are ready to sew. So we're gonna click on embroidery. And now I'm going back to the one that I made earlier because so maybe PJ switch to the other camera so they can see.
Okay. Did you save?
I did save, but I'll save again. You can never save too many times.
Okay.
There.
Yes. It makes me feel better.
Yes, it does make me feel better. Yes. Okay. So that's the one I just did. So I'm going to go home to get rid of this one. Okay. And then I'm going to go embroidery, pocket. There's the last one I did. Here's the previous one. So I'm going to select that one and set. Okay. I better check that it's good. So I'm going to go to embroidery, and I'm going to turn on the projector. I'm just going to double check that my scallops are in the right spot. Okay, so I have my projector on, and then I'm just going to take my projector and move it down and make sure it's right on the stitching, and that looks good. So I think I'm safe. We could go way to the top.
Let's see. I'm going to darken down the camera so they can see.
There. I think I'm going to be okay. I think I'm good. Okay, so okay. So what I did first, I did the first step. I did the placement line for where I want to put my batting. And I used the Ultra Soft Fusible. So I need to advance to the next step.
Why didn't you tack?
Oh, vertical and horizontal equals 0. Okay, we better look at that. Okay, she added a step.
At that.
Note time so you can. Okay.
They're just telling her how to follow along.
Oh, okay.
If she got lost.
Yeah, if you get lost, they note the time. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Okay, so the vertical and horizontal 0. Let's see that. Okay, let's go return. Okay, edit. Move. Okay, so they're talking this at horizontal and vertical. Okay, let's go to 0. And she might be on to something. That's -1. See, it's not letting me go to 0, is it? So select. That's at 0. 0. Select 0.71. See, I had to move that. I think when I erased a line, it threw it off. So maybe, the batting tacked down even smaller, Marilyn said, like Tommy does. So Tommy, when he puts the Bosal. So he uses a real thick, the Bosal or the inner form or the soft and stable, that's really thick. So in order for the satin stitch to cover it, but you could do that. So she's saying to make it a little bit smaller, and that will remove even more bulk at the seam allowance.
Okay.
So Marilyn, that's very good. You do yours and you put a picture on for us, okay? All right. Okay, so I think I'm good. Okay, so I'm going to go to embroidery, and I already sewed the first step. Okay, then I'm going to go down, and that was the tack down for the batting. Okay, now number 3 is the tack down for my flowered fabric. Okay, so I've got my flowered fabric up here, and I have a really big piece, but to save time, I am going to just keep it there. This is from the line of fabric called Illusions, and I love it because it's got a little bit of gold metallic in it. Make sure this is smoothed. Lay this up here, making sure that it's smooth. And you know what would eliminate me doing this is if I took it out and took it to the iron, because I fused my ultra soft fusible with the fusible side facing up. Okay. So I think that's what we want to do. So first I'm just going to jump up and turn on the iron, give it a second to heat up, and then if we could just come over here real quick and do this. So here. And then I can cut some of my fabric away. Okay, so I did position my ultra soft fusible with the fusible side facing up, and hopefully those few seconds, I want to conserve my fabric as much as I can. So I'll just go there, here.
SF 101 in the back?
I didn't put SF 101 in because I wanted it to be a little puffy. And I was afraid that if I use SF 101 is Shape Flex, the fusible interfacing that we use a lot on when we do applique. On our jackets, I did Shape Flex, and I also did the featherweight hot fix. And I have a feeling it made my jacket a little too stiff. So we are going to do our next jacket without Shape Flex and without the featherweight hot fix to see if we get puckering, we're going to pull back on that and try another way to do it. But I didn't want it to be stiff. I kind of wanted, when you have a little bit of puff, your fancy fills show up better. So, okay, so all I'm going to do is iron that. Okay, there we go. And then I have these scissors, which these are like paper cutting scissors, but I'm going to try to cut my fabric. Oh, they don't do too bad. Okay, hope I did this right. Is anybody thinking I did anything wrong? No? So, yeah, like Marilyn said, sometimes overkill. And it ended up, I think it was just a little too stiff. So now I'm going to go back to the sewing machine, and we're going to see what step we're on. So now the next step is to I'm going to make sure this isn't going to get caught. And that little lever is down. Okay, we're good. And I'm going to press start. And it is going to tack down my fabric. So you saw that I trimmed my the scallops, the batting. And now it's just going to tack it down. Even though I fused it, it probably wouldn't have moved. And then I'm going to while it's stitching, I'm going to get my solid piece ready. Isn't that the prettiest fabric? I think I better order a whole new. Oh, the class on doing the jackets won't be, because we want to make sure everybody gets their kit in time. So we're not, this coming up Tuesday, Kathleen and Deb are going to be finishing up Gloria's Summer. And so the next Tuesday, that's what we're hoping for, is the next Tuesday, because I think the jacket kits are going to be ready to ship on Monday. And so the following Tuesday, we're going to start on the jackets. Welcome to our home. No, I don't need shape flex on that, Susie. So, because I think it's going to, you'll see. Remember, I'm going to do the fancy fill on it. So I kind of want it maybe a little puffy. Now, is the fabric underneath going to show through? That's what I was worried about. So, but a hot fix for the solid piece? No, I'm not, because the fancy, I think we're going to be all right. The fancy fill is going to hold it down. Okay, so now it is the tack down for this fabric. And remember I said, like, they're all, you've done this before. You know that you're, like, this square is showing me where I need to put this. So I didn't need a placement line. I'm just going to make sure that it covers. Make sure that seam allowance doesn't end up in it, and just smooth it. Okay, and so. Okay, so now I'll have to trim that. I don't need to trim the sides or the top. I can trim that later, but I do need to trim out the scallops. Just making sure I'm not getting a bubble. Just smooth it as I go. I think we're gonna like this better than last week. Yeah, Tommy is working on, we have him on so many projects. It's unbelievable. But he did last night. I'm going to show you it again today because it was really popular. But for the jackets, so if you buy a jacket kit, you will get the designs that we originally used. But then he started digitizing like a whole bunch of quilt blocks, and we're going to show you them today. And so we kind of, he put aside Star of Wonder, but he is doing Star of Wonder, definitely. We got permission from her, and we were delighted.
Yes.
Yeah, we got the email from Nancy Halverson and her daughter-in-law saying, do it.
This is one that keeps coming up, how to join the email list.
Yeah, so if you go on our website,
gloriahorn.com, and you can go all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
And
okay.
But
doesn't a pop-up come
There
up?
is a pop-up. Sometimes it doesn't come up.
Okay.
And it's if you have been to the site multiple times in one day, or if you've been to the site before, it won't pop up. So you can just go to gloriahorn.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, and there's a bubble there to enter your email address.
Okay.
Yep. Where are the directions again? And I'm sorry if I was unclear, but they are on gloriahorn.com under the info tab. You can see free instructions there. And then our Facebook group, you can search Facebook for Gloria Horn Sewing Studio group. And we'd love it if you join the group.
Yes.
And we'd love it if you visit our business's page as well. That one's there.
And like it.
And like it.
Yeah, that helps us.
That helps us a whole lot. Get our videos out there.
Yeah. So okay. So now I trim.
You're gonna trim. You want to come up to the table?
I'll come up to the table.
Okay.
And maybe you can put the kit in.
Sure.
And I can tell them about that while I'm trimming.
Yep.
Okay, it's there. I think I'm gonna like this. I do. Okay, so here's me being my daughter-in-law Maddie. Whenever she, like anything, she picks it up and she folds it. Me, I pick it up and I leave it in a pile. So this was the fabric. So we were putting a half yard each of the fabric. So I thought this was really cute as the solid with this one. And this one would be happy birthday. And I think I would just leave it like generic as a happy birthday. And so anybody that has a birthday in your family, you can hang it on the wall. You can hang it on your front door. Make them feel even extra special.
And I'll get those instructions to the Facebook group and make sure they're readily available on our website immediately after this, so they can work on this on the weekend if they want.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Okay.
And post pictures. I love that. It just, keeps us inspired. It really makes us happy that people are following us and doing it. I love it. I love doing it. And now I'm kind of, even Tommy does this everywhere he goes. Every garment he looks at the embroidery. Oh, Maddie had a really good idea. Target had a hat that sold out instantly for Father's Day, and it said, Dad mows best, and it was a lawnmower. Okay, and it sold out instantly. We could do that. She wanted me to show it today, because we have that, the hat attachment, the dime. I will show
she
that.
got me a sweatshirt that says "We ride at dawn," and it's a lawnmower.
Who gave you that?
Maddie did.
Did you?
Yeah.
We ride at dawn, and it's a lawnmower. That's a good one. Okay. This year, did she give it to you?
Oh, I forget when she got.
Yeah.
It was, I think, when we had Avery.
Yeah.
I became a father, or
Yeah.
was it when I got my riding mower? Because that was a big time in my life.
Okay, yeah. We ride at dawn. That's
Yes.
perfect. A sweatshirt with that embroidered on it is
Yes.
a perfect gift. We ride at dawn.
I went all the way to somewhere out in Ohio, and I got a junky old riding mower.
Yeah.
And it was a big leap in my life. And then
Yeah.
there was Avery, he came along too, and that was a dad shirt. I think she got me for that too. It had a funny saying on it. Yeah.
Now see, there with the squeezy snips I can get in tight, but I'm thinking that set of scissors that we showed last night, maybe grab. Okay, so the kit is going to be the fabric, and we're going to print out the directions for you and include it with the kit. So a lot of people don't have a printer at home, so they really like us to mail them the directions. Okay, and then that set of scissors in the black case.
I
Here
want
it
to
is.
do that purple thread, the
Yeah, I think this purple.
MA26.
Yeah, I'm
And
liking that.
That
So
one's in
that's-
the bubble right now. Do you want me to show the scissors next?
Yeah, or like this, I thought red would look good with this one, but we do have other colors. Or this blue. The blue, I thought, maybe the blue I like better. I don't know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
well,
So maybe
the one-
switch to different.
the one you're working on, you were going to use either light purple or MS1.
Yeah. Oh, the MS1, that's right.
It's in the
MS1 is
machine.
already in the machine, and that is the bright silver. I held up the darker silver, and I didn't like it as much, but some people like it better than the bright silver. So I'll show you that. We'll go over and I'll show you the MS1, which is the bright silver. And this one is MA1, A for aluminum.
And then with the birthday fabric, you have MA7 and MA4. It looks like.
Yeah, those look good. Yeah, MA7 and MA4 look good. Look what I did. I trimmed over here, and I probably shouldn't have, but it's just a banner. But see, on this side, I left the seam allowance. So that's what I should have done. Okay, so we trimmed. We're ready. We're ready to go back to the machine. So I'm going to go over. Okay, and all right, so let's see what it wants to do next. I'm going to wake up the machine. So it wants to do the, Okay, and it was this purple that I wanted. So I think I'll pull this chair over and, okay. So it's starting out with the fancy fill at the top. And so I wanted the fancy fill to be in purple up here, but silver here, because it might look too cluttered if I have a lot of purple, the fancy fill in the purple and the welcome to our home in the purple. There. I think that's going to look really pretty. Now, these threads, you have to find where it starts. And sometimes you can pull on it. This time I was just able to pull on it. Okay, we got all these feet. So Joni demonstrated this foot, the binding foot yesterday. It really works good. We'll be showing it again when we show the jackets. I'm so excited about the jackets. Because Casey Musgraves. So you got to go listen to her song. I really like it. But she was on Saturday Night Live in a quilted jacket. And she sang her song, Deeper Well. Do you know, is she real popular? She must be if she's on Saturday Night Live, right? But you have to all go listen to that song because it is really nice. There. And for some reason, I got to get Zach to look at my machine because my needle threader, the only thread that it doesn't thread is metallic. So it must be a speck off. And I even put in a new needle and it didn't help. So, but Zach will fix that. Okay, so there I am. I'm ready to go. I'm just going to press start. Okay, let's just watch a second just to see how that purple thread looks. Now I'm a little worried. Did you see that big loop of thread there? Ooh, I might need to put a thread net on it. And I'm wondering if we have our thread nets over here. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Uh-oh. Oh, this is not a good sign. Are you showing them that?
We're seeing this.
Yeah. Okay, then let me see. So what happens is, see how it's looping around? And sometimes it loops all the way around and then it gets caught there. And then all of a sudden your needle breaks. And that's because the thread got caught up here. So what I need is a thread net. Let me just see if we have, I haven't had to use one for a long time. Just every once in a while you get a spool of thread that does that. Oh, I am not seeing a thread net.
I bet Zach has got one this year.
Oh, you think Zach would? I don't know. I might have to stay with it. I'm just going to stay with it and we'll talk. Okay.
Okay.
Or you could run check
I'll go
and
run
see.
check with Zach.
Yeah, because look at that. Just every once in a while you get a spool like that. Look at this one's going crazy. I wonder if
I'll go check with Zach real quick. You hang on there.
This could have been a total disaster, right? So I got a knot forming.
And,
a thread net would solve it.
In those comments, you can read the comments up there if you want to.
Use a thread stand. Yeah, that's probably what I should do. A thread stand, but I don't know where mine is. Why don't I stop it and see if I have a thread stand? And no, I'm going to check in another drawer. No, we don't have everything over here yet. Oh, wow.
You know what?
Tell Steve.
Zach stepped out for a second, so.
Okay, and is Steve gone too? They have no idea how we're struggling over here, and they stepped out. Oh my goodness, look at this. So, what would happen if I put it in the other way? Oh my goodness, look at this. So we never hide our mistakes. We just do. See, that's not going to help, is it? Because it's just not going to feed off right. Because this cone is touching down there, so it's not going to be able to feed off right. Yeah, a 2-spool thread stand or a thread net will work.
I have the thread stand right here. You want to show
A
it?
10 needle one. It would take time to
That's
put
the
it
10 needle
together.
one right there.
I'm just gonna go here, and we may need to start to do it again later. I could jump past this until I get my thread net,
Put
and
it
I
on
could
the vertical spool. We don't have a vertical spool over here.
we put a vertical spool pin? No, I don't have that over here. Look at that knot forming. Stop. See, that'll also cause your needle to break too. Okay, we're giving up. Okay.
We'll get lucky if we just look through some random drawers.
Yeah, look at how pretty it's looking though. It's looking really pretty. Okay, so and this isn't just only metallic thread that does it. Just every once in a while you get a spool that who knows, it's just falling off. So I'm just gonna cut that. And move to the next thread.
Sure.
Because that other thread wasn't doing it. So, and then we'll come back to that one.
Okay.
But look at how pretty it is. I do love it. I love that little bit of sparkle. So if Sarah's there, she could bring us a thread net or two-spool stand. Or
I'll text Sarah and see if
text everybody.
she'll save us.
Save us. Save us. Someone text Steve and Sarah.
Okay.
But maybe Steve's showing a machine. So we just a few months ago rented this. It's 2 doors down, and this is where Zach does his repairs. I can't get this one. So Zach does his repairs over here, and we do the filming over here. And Steve does his long arm demos over here too. And he has an office.
A coffee cup.
A coffee cup?
How do you do that?
How would a coffee cup?
That's a good idea, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what it would do. What would a coffee cup do? Marianne, tell us what a coffee cup would do.
We're pretty resourceful. Let's see what else we got.
Sure it's not winding around.
A coffee cup behind the machine.
And put your thread in there and then up and over.
Use my...
Okay, I get it. Okay, I do have a coffee
Janine
cup.
says she uses her Gloria Horn coffee mug.
Okay. All right, I have a Gloria Horn coffee mug right here.
No, you don't.
I do. Right here. I have a Gloria Horn coffee mug with pins in it. I better take the pins out.
No kidding. Okay.
Yeah, I better take the pins out. What can I put the pins in?
Just dump them.
Just dump them. I'll just dump them on here. Okay. Okay. So
this is gonna be...
we'll go with the silver. Or should I try the purple doing that? I'll try it. Okay, so she puts it behind and then probably puts it in here. So she probably takes the lid off the machine. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. And then she puts her thread in the coffee cup. And let's see.
We got our coffee cup.
It's feeding good. Okay, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna try that. But you guys will have everything you need right with you. So, but of course, some people take their machines to retreats and forget their accessories. So maybe that's what happened. So.
But they won't forget their Gloria Horn coffee mug.
Yeah, they won't know. They would never leave town without their Gloria Horn coffee mug. Yes. Okay, so I put it in that thread guide up there. Did I know? And then I'll go here. Okay. It threads every other, and I forgot to tell Zach. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little more slack. See here. Luckily, metallic thread is stiffer, so it's easier to thread by hand. Okay, so maybe I'll just back up 10 stitches. Okay, I'll just go, and we can trim off that thread later.
I learn something new every day.
Yes, he does. He has no idea.
It's working.
I think we're good. Okay, who thought of that? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Everybody needs a Gloria Horn coffee mug. We give them coffee mugs when they come to visit us from far away. So, yeah. So you come visit us and we give you a Gloria Horn coffee mug.
So it's a must-have.
It is a must-have.
Look at
is.
it. It saved
It's an
you.
essential sewing tool.
Oh, look. Too late. We're using our Gloria Horn coffee mug.
Okay. All right. Zach brought me a thread net. So this is normally what we would use. Okay, so we'll put that on the silver one when we switch to silver.
Okay.
I do love the purple, don't you? Okay, so we have items to show them, right?
Yes.
We can do it right here, or
Could do it right here. That would be a little difficult for me because all
okay,
the
that
items
over
are
there's
over
better.
there.
I can jump up, whatever way you want me to do it. Oh, look at this though. There's a big knot coming up to the top.
Coming out of the coffee mug.
Oh, it broke. I was probably pulling on it. Okay.
Okay.
So we are gonna check the upper thread. So should we try the thread net now?
Let's try the thread
Okay,
net.
thread net. We're going thread net. Okay. Because that would have.
But it was working.
Yeah, I don't even see the thread. So what I would do, so I don't see the thread down here. So I take it on the upper. I make sure that my presser foot is up, and I just carefully pull it through because sometimes it gets caught. And look at this, it is caught on something. Okay, so what I do is I press the cutter button. So lower my foot, press the cutter button. And lift, and it's still not. Oh, good thing I have. This has never happened to us before during a show. I don't know what I did. Oh, this is not good. Okay, let me see. So we're there. Go up this way. I'm gonna. Okay, it did unsnap from something. I'm just gonna press a foot down, press a foot up, and try the cutter button again. So it felt like. Okay, so we are gonna thread the purple again and put the thread net on. Okay, so what I do is, this is way too long. So I'll take my scissors and cut it, but you don't want to cut it to size, because if you cut it to size, it's just gonna pull off. So I cut it, I'll cut this one, I'll go about right here, so I can tuck it up under, and that holds it in place. So was that at about the halfway point? Maybe I will just cut it right in half. Okay, and then, good thing we started at 3. I feel like this is taking a, this one's gonna take a long time, but it's worth it. Look how pretty it is. Don't you like it a lot better already than last week's with the 2 colors of fabric and the 5 scallops? I'm having a hard time getting this open. Okay. There. Okay. Because I put it on the bottom so the thread comes out the top. Okay, and make sure it goes inside so it holds it. So I got it coming out. So I go here. And then spool cap. Okay, and now we'll thread. I keep trying, even though for some reason it could be I don't have the needle in something, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna thread it again. There. Okay, and we stopped it, right? So but I'm still going to back up 10 stitches and then start. Okay, now.
I think we're.
So it's That's just giving it a little bit of tension. So see how the thread's coming off in a straight line up there? And that will eliminate. I've got that little thread tail there. I'm just going to stop it and snip that away. There we go. Oh, I like what I see though. So it is looking really, really pretty. Okay.
All right.
So we're good there.
Good there.
We'll show some items.
And we'll come back.
Yes. Can you believe how nice your machines are? I mean, it's just so wonderful, isn't it? That you get to design things, design your own embroidery design. I mean, I guess you're actually digitizing. Digitizing was too hard to learn when it was brand new. But so they simplified it and made it so much easier to learn, and they called it IQ Designer. So, okay, so we already showed the kit.
We showed the kit.
The kit's going to come with the printed out instructions, but you will be able to get them off our website too. Okay, we love this ultra soft fusible. So this is it right here. And it is just a very thin batting, and it's fusible on one side. It eliminates puckering on everything. So I think just having this layer of ultra soft fusible, I'm not going to get any puckering. It's like miracle. So it is 20 inches by 5 yards. And it's from Baby Lock. And everybody that has it has loved it. So, okay. But then the other one I wanted them to see was the embroidery batting. Oh, this one is a big one. 24 inches. Well, that's good. So 24 inches by 10 yards. We do have other sizes. So this is the Gypsy batting, and it's 24 inches by 10 yards, and this is a little bit thicker, and it is not fusible. But hopefully, I feel like our search bar on our site doesn't work great.
It doesn't?
No. I wonder. We should try if they search for batting, maybe. Then and the embroidery batting. Yeah, embroidery batting has scrim in it, which makes the batting hold together. It's better for embroidery. It's enough stabilizer. You don't even really need to put no-show in your hoop under it. So I have the no-show under because I wanted to trim up to the scallops. But embroidery batting has the scrim in it. There's also rolls so this comes in a bunch of different widths too. So I think there's a 18, 16, 12. So 24, 18, 16, and 12.
Okay, so embroidery batting. I'll put in do you want me to put in the bundle of the various different sizes?
Yeah,
in case I want
that would be really good.
That?
Yeah.
There's okay, so let's see. And then how about you mentioned no-show. Let's see if I have that.
Oh yeah, the no-show. We have a roll of that.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have no-show. It's an essential of embroidery life. So this is the best way to buy it. Now it has our logo on it, but this is made for us by Dime. I always like to, mention that we buy Dime products because I just feel they're very, very good quality. And Marlene, the owner of Dime, she has been embroidering long before anyone knew about embroidery. And she wrote a magazine. She knows everything, and so I trust them. I trust when I see the Dime logo on something, I know it's good. So our no-show is made by Dime, and it's 20 inches by 25 yards. And I say when you cut into the last roll you better order another one because you're at a standstill without it.
Okay, let's see. I think I'm just going to put in the 25-foot roll. What is it? What size is the no-show?
This no-show is 20 inch by 25 yard.
Okay.
It does come in other sizes.
Yeah, so I have what's in the bubble now is they can choose any of the size.
Okay, that's really good.
So
Wonderful.
They can
Okay.
pick whatever size suits their needs.
Yeah, and any color, so it comes in white, beige, black. Well, I'm ready for my next color. I'm just gonna go ahead and thread it. Okay. Oh, it's gonna do the lattice. Oh my goodness, this is looking so pretty. I am so happy. I thought, when I dreamed this one up, I actually saw a banner somewhere and I thought, oh, we could do that, but we could make it even better with our fancy fill stitches. I thought maybe this would become one of our top 10 projects. So again, I'm going to put the thread net on again. I've got my spool cap. We should always show the spool caps too, because everybody loses their spool caps. So make sure the thread's coming out the top. Tuck it inside. This one's not looking good, is it? So I probably would have run into trouble with this one too. There we go. Maybe it's the humidity today.
It's the aurora and the solar flares throwing it off.
Yes, right.
The northern lights.
Northern lights and solar flares and what else is going on out there? I don't know.
Tornadoes.
Tornadoes today?
No, not today, but recently we had
there's been. Yeah, we had a tornado near us, and the last one that was near us was in 1987. So, long time between tornadoes. We always thought we wouldn't get tornadoes because we have so many hills. They said it would stop the
pollen.
Pollen.
It could be the pollen.
It is the pollen. That's what's causing my thread to do this.
Yep.
Because everybody that has allergies has said this is the worst year they've ever had. Oh, now it doesn't want to go through the eye. There we go. Okay, and now start. Okay, so it's going to do the lattice now. And I just picked, I didn't want the fancy fill to be predominant, so I picked silver even though there's gold in the fabric. This fabric, I just felt like the silver looked better on top of. This is called Wedgwood Fairy Frost. It's one of our favorite fairy frosts. Okay, look at how good that looks, doesn't it? I think this is going to look really, really good. So with this one, maybe I'll do my candle wicking. I got to decide, candle wicking with the purple or with the silver. I don't know. I think the purple. We'll have to get everybody's opinion whether I should go the candle wicking around the box with the purple or with silver. And I think the satin stitch on the top, I think I'm going to go with the purple on that one. Let's see, it's just adding that little bit of sparkle. We love the King Star metallic thread. Any other metallic thread that we worked with, it was just so frustrating because it would just fray and break so easy. Where here I was having trouble with the King Star, but our easy fix is going with that thread net. It looks really good. All right, what else should we show them up here?
We should show them.
Oh, the scissor set?
There's a good deal on a 2-pack.
Oh, okay, of the
no-show.
No-show. Okay, two-pack of no-show. Remember, 2% of what you buy will go back into your account to spend later as loyalty points.
Spool caps you just mentioned.
Yeah, we do have a bag of 8.
8.
Yeah, that's really, and it's a really good deal. I mean, I haven't checked in a while, but I did check Amazon for the mini gray spool cap, and they were like $6 for one spool cap. And so we do have the 8 spool caps for only $9.98. So you can't beat that. You lose them. I always like to have a couple extra on the top because, You never know when I'm gonna lose it. I'll pull that thread off and the spool cap will go flying.
How
So
about-
Carol has got really good taste. She works here and she has really good taste. So purple purple candle wicking everywhere. Or,
Okay.
Yeah, she
What-
says.
and-
Is everybody saying purple?
Sorry, I just refreshed. So
Oh,
we lost
okay,
it.
okay.
Somebody did ask for thread nets.
Thread nets, and we do sell them. You want to look for them?
Yeah, I got them.
You got them.
Right
Okay. Okay. Okay.
A 20 pack of thread nets.
Yeah. Now it might not be a 20 pack
Oh, is
because
it?
I think at one time we got smaller ones.
Okay.
Okay. So just say thread nets because
Yeah.
at one time they were smaller, and so we put 20 in the pack.
I'll just. Yeah, I'm not sure on how many.
But they'll understand if they're buying it. They heard me say that it might be, if it's smaller ones, then it'll be a 20 pack. But if it's the longer one, it might be a 10 pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
You need those. You lose those too. You lose them. See, we lose ours. Oh, the
Right.
felt pad. You
Okay.
have to have that. Kathy, good thing you brought that up. The felt pad. So the felt pad goes on before the spool of thread. It ends up fitting right inside this big hole, and it holds your thread level. And with that big hole, if you don't have a felt pad, it holds it crooked, and then your thread won't feed off your spool right. So, are you able to find felt pads?
I think
Okay.
I found it.
I think there are 3 in a pack.
3
Yeah,
pack.
there you go.
There we go.
Yes, essential. And they get dirty and they get fuzzy, so you need new ones. Sometimes you pull off your spool and the felt pad goes flying and you can't find it. Now the other thing is the mouse. Everybody always has a hard time finding a mouse that
Okay,
works.
good. That's one I already had in the.
Oh, you already had it in?
lineup.
Okay, so
a
we're good
USB
there.
Mouse,
Okay.
and this is like.
Oh no, my mouse pad that I use. Oh my gosh, it's looking so good. Can you switch to the other camera for a minute? Look at that. It is really pretty. Okay, I'm really happy. Okay, so I like using this 8x8. So it's just, you usually don't have a lot of room to the right of your machine. And so I do like having this 8x8 mouse pad that is actually a wool mat. And so it's dual purpose. You could use it to iron your embroidery designs, give it a little spritz of best press, and it eliminates puckering. And so I use this. So I went out looking for mouse pads, and they were all $10. And I thought, well, why would you buy just a $10 mouse pad when you could have a wool mat? Okay. All right. Now he's got a couple more good things. And the next one is the Mastering IQ Designer book, which we love it. So there's 21 different projects, but every project teaches you techniques using IQ Designer. So I say pocket with the arrow pointing out. They will tell you the actual name of the button, and they explain. So by doing these projects in this book, I learned a lot about IQ Designer, even though I had been doing it for a while. And then I could go on to designing my own things and getting more creative with it because I had gone through the projects here. So this is really, really nice to have.
Do you want to spin that wheel?
Spin the wheel? You want to spin the wheel?
Do you want to spin the wheel?
Yeah, I do.
I think
okay.
here,
okay.
let's bring it up.
Okay.
So
oh my
maybe-
gosh, this is looking so pretty. So Carol, who works for us, she does not have IQ Designer. I bet she's watching this. She would get really creative. These are all the pins from inside the coffee mug. So I probably won't need the iron anymore. I'll just
Okay.
roll those up and cover the pins with.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So
There's
so
a 10% on there.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
That's kinda
spin. Okay, and we'll see. This is Steve's idea.
Spin the wheel. Oh, it almost hit 10%.
What? No, 2%. What? Oh, we did almost get 2%? Okay, 2%, so that'll give them 4%.
4%. Okay.
4% if they check out before, within 2 hours after the show.
2 hours after the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Okay, now What's it gonna do next? I don't even know. Oh my gosh, this is looking so good. We'll get as far as we can, but I can, we'll keep going. Okay, so mastering IQ designer. Okay, and then this is great. The Solaris Inspirational Guide. So you'll see, I didn't want to open that one, although I should, because I don't even know where mine went. Mine was so beat up, but we don't know where it went. But it goes into detail. You know how your operating manual is just like black and white pages. It doesn't give you a lot of detail. And really, it's built on your machine, but this goes into a lot more detail. And it is really nice. So zoomed in pictures. Joni was showing everyone how to use the guide beam, and all the instructions for the guide beam is in here. So they was written by Baby Lock educators, and they really did do a great job going through all the details of your machine. So it's wonderful. So they actually have so if you're on here, they do have a they have a inspirational guide for the Destiny, inspirational guide Meridian, inspirational guide Altair, and inspirational guide Solaris. So it just really teaches you a lot. Everything is in here, and nice color pages, pointing out all the details of all the steps, all the things that you can do. So if I had consulted my inspirational guide about the grouping button, I wouldn't have had struggled with it last week. So
The grouping.
the group.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So okay.
So next we have Liberty Heights.
Yeah, Liberty Heights, which we're coming on July, and so we thought we'd bring out, and I think we have the samples here, right? A few of the samples. So the Liberty Heights design set, and it has all the projects. I'm going to go get the sewn out sample. Now Tommy is working on the puffy designs for Liberty Heights, and he said that he is going to email everyone that has purchased the Liberty Heights design set from him. He's going to email them the puffy designs. So we made this in the very beginning, and we did the traditional piecing to do the blocks, but now he has what he calls the cheater blocks. So it has all on your flash drive. It are all the projects from Liberty Heights, and so you get it on a flash drive. That you get his instruction book, which shows you step by step how to put the designs together. He even has a bonus design. So there's a pillow that has a flag. Let me show you that pillow. That is this one right here. And so it has an American flag and a piece of watermelon and a bird. Well, as a bonus design, he digitized, it's a flag and it says summer across it. So I think it's a yellow flag with summer, so it's great. So all those designs are on the flash drive and complete instructions to do all the projects. This one, oh, there it is right here. This one is so cute. Let's put that one. Well, maybe I'll put it right there, and then you can zoom in on that one. I think that one's so cute. I love this one with the dog and the wagon and the fireworks. So we did have a couple people say that their design stopped at step 100, and here it turns out they had selected the wrong design. So what he did is you do it as a complete, one hooping in the 10 and 5/8 by 16, one hooping in the 9.5 by 14, and then if you owned like a machine that your biggest hoop was 8 by 12, you had to do it in 2 hoopings. Well, we think that some of the people pulled up the design for 8 by 12 and it stopped at step 100. So they didn't realize that they had picked the wrong design. So just be careful of that you pick the right design for your size hoop. So, and it comes on a flash drive. So it's really nice. And all the projects that you see on the cover, on the back, they all are on that flash drive. And every one of the blocks are already on there in the embroidery and this what we have here, we did it the traditional piecing, but you will have it in embroidery on your stick. And I'm not sure if he completed. See, Tommy, we give him 10 things to do, to digitize every day. So I'm not sure if he is finished with digitizing these for the puffy, but I think it'll look really cute. So we'll see what he says. I think he did do home. So this is another one, and he also gives you all the designs in different sizes. So we've really enjoyed this whole year of Wander Lane. And now, can I show them his next project? Because his next project is the jacket, and then all the quilt blocks.
Quilt blocks.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, so there's a quilt block here that we didn't show last night either. Okay, so this one is his embroidered quilt blocks. And what did he was gonna call it New quilt on the block. Like new kids on the block, new quilt on the block. Wow, it's still going over there. Let me see what it's doing. Oh, okay, it's doing all the connecting. Oh my goodness, it looks really good. Okay, it's done. Okay, so now the purple. The purple's gonna go in next. Okay, so I got the purple. It's looking really good, PJ. You gotta show them. It does look really, really good. So this time we're adding more color, but boy, it's even looking even more elegant than the first one. Of course with metallic thread, but it just does. Fancy fill stitches are just unbelievable. So we do have, so keep in mind, Steve is doing a floor model sale. So we do have floor models in every one of the models. So we have Solaris Vision floor models. We have Meridian, Altair, and he's given special deals. So come see us. Give him a call. Here. So I got my net around. I got my spool cap on nice and tight. And there. I'll rejoice if it threads. No. Wow.
Of course not.
No, of course not. Well, when the show is over and I go to thread, it will do it.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'll get Zach. See, lucky for me, I have Zach right in the next room. We keep him busy too. We're always so there. So now it's going to do the satin stitch. So it's just doing a straight stitch over. And there's the satin stitch. So really, I think because I have the thread net, I don't have to worry about it at all. I am a little worried about this no-show here. I'll pull on that. Make sure it doesn't flop down. It's looking good, isn't it? I mean, look at how good the machine sews that satin stitch. Okay. All right, more products. Oh, we got to show them the quilt blocks. That's right. Okay, so this one, so look at, and this is in all different sizes. He showed me today that he has quilt blocks for 4x4 hoops. So if you have a small embroidery machine, and it just 4x4, he split the designs, and so you'll sew 4 together in order to get a big block. But there's one of them, and we have them sewn out in a bunch of different sizes. But this is for, doing your quilting, making your jacket. Here's another one. I wish I knew the names for these blocks. I'm going to have to get him to tell me the names. I love this one. But this one, I think he put it on my phone yesterday, how big they go. But like you see how big this block ends up. So you can sew his designs with 4x4 hoop. He has them split. And I think there's 8 different blocks that he has. And it's on a flash drive, and you can do your jacket. So here. So we're getting there. On the side seams are sewn. Joni put on the binding on the cuff. So she opened up the seam. So we basted it together to make sure that it was going to fit. And she sewed this with the bias binding foot or binding foot. This we showed last night. And it worked really good. You got to watch last night for this. But you know that you can find the foot on our site, and there'll be like a little arrow, meaning there's a video that goes along with it, and you can just watch that part of the video where she demonstrates this foot. So she's used it a number of times, and it works really good. If you have a high shank machine, you'll need to use your adapter, which came with your machines, and nobody knew what it was for, but that's it. It's in order to make a high shank machine a low shank so that you can use more feet. So that one back over here. Oh, it looks good, doesn't it? Okay, I'm hoping it does the candle wick. Well, we're gonna leave purple in for a while. It is looking really, really good. Okay, I'm happy with this one. Good. Okay. All right. And then, we showed them last night. We're going to start teaching the jacket class a week from Tuesday. And so if you buy the jacket kit, he has the star and a star. And he has like a 9 patch and a 4 patch, half square triangle, and then this stripe. So I kind of liked, in the beginning, we weren't being creative. We just kind of did it. And then the next one, we got a little more creative. And the next, by the time we got to the last sleeve, we were doing stripes and stars and filling in, and I like it better. So when we do our next jacket, we're going to mix a bunch of different fabrics from the kit. Okay, now it's going to do the candle wicking. And so we're going to stay with the purple with the candle wicking. Oh my goodness, it looks good. Okay. All right. And then I guess, okay, so that's his embroidered foot blocks. So, the scissor set. So we had these from Fomore a long time ago, and they haven't made them for a long, long time, and they are back. I love this set. So here's the mini applique scissor, and the mini applique scissor, that's what I trim my batting with. So if it's in the hoop, if I use my squeezy snips, they just get caught in the batting. So I like using that. Anytime you're trimming something where you don't want to cut the layer that's underneath, it's really nice to use these mini applique. Then this is a pair of tweezers that it's about a 1/2 inch tip, and it's very flat at the bottom. So we use these when we're doing the edge-to-edge quilting. So anytime we want to pull our bobbin up to the top, we grab these tweezers. And this one is a double curved embroidery scissor, so it'll fit down in the hoop. So you know how sometimes the angle is just wrong to get to a thread, so they're curved, they're double curved, so you can get to those stitches. Okay. And then our favorite squeezy snips, and I know many of you have them already, but you always need more than one pair. And then this one will be really good when I have to go snip. It didn't like something. I think the thread broke. So I'm just going to rethread and go back a few stitches. And really, so I have a 90-14 embroidery needle in. And, but it's, when it does the candle wicking, it pounds through heavy stitching, and the candle wicking sometimes can make your thread break. I think I'm all right here, but there was a step I forgot to tell you guys to do, the spacing on the candle wicking. I think I'm all right because it did a lot of straight stitch, but I usually bring my spacing closer together so it for sure covers the edge. But I think it's looking good anyhow. I'm just going to stop it. I have this thread to snip. There we go. Okay, we're good there. Yeah, so I should have even made it even bigger.
Bigger?
Yeah, we like bigger candle wicking. So keep trying for bigger. Okay, one step bigger, then you got the diagonal. But maybe if you go 3 steps bigger, it'll put the candle wicking in the corner.
Yeah, you like pretty big candle wicking.
I do. We do. We like
Yeah.
it to show. We really like that stitch. Yes. Yeah. You're getting used to this. Big candle wicking. Yes.
Pre-wound bobbins. Do you want to do
Yes.
those?
Box of bobbins.
Those are right here.
There. So you have to have these. This is the best way to buy these. It is. So this is 80 pre-wound bobbins in the 60 weight embroidery thread. It is just like the finishing touch embroidery thread. It came on a spool with your machine, and there's no fuzz on the thread, so your machine does not fill up with fuzz. Also, you'll notice that those bobbins are full to the brim, so that each bobbin, it's wound so that it'll hold 132 yards of thread, so you'll run out of bobbin thread less often. And so this is just wonderful to have. 80 bobbins in a box.
I'm learning a new language.
Yes. Oh, is she?
It's like I'm learning a new language.
Yeah, it is. It is. Uh-huh. Yeah, they are right. They used to make fun of Pete and I because we'd be eating dinner and we'd say, "Do we have any Model 400 RXs or do we have the ZX?" Or and so they would imitate us, and it was really funny.
The jet looping, multi-threading counter screws.
Yes. See, they would talk like that because that's what they heard us talk about. Yes, a whole new language. They're learning about things that we can't live without, but it makes us all happy. Aren't you noticing that all of our customers are happy? I mean, they are.
That, yeah.
They are happy, nice people that come in our door all day, every day. Yes, they love doing this. This makes us happy. Making these make us happy. So keep going, keep going. It'll make you even happier. So
next
is Steve inspired. Baby Lock hoop bundle.
Yeah.
Let's read. It is 6x6. I saw 8x8, 6x10, 8x12, and 9.5 by 9.5. Okay, so Steve, he probably has a special deal on that too. And remember, you're going to get 4% put back into your account. So for $678.88, where'd you find that? I don't know.
That was from a Thursday night show when Steve went on vacation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then, do you want to do some more hoops, or do you want to?
Yeah, because you know what? It's so nice to have extra hoops. So I do love our hoop. They call it the frame bag. So I guess that's another name for a hoop, is a frame. So this is Baby Lock's frame bag, and isn't that what they call it? They call it their embroidery Baby Lock quilted embroidery frame tote. And so it unzips and opens up real wide, so you can slide all your hoops in here. Your biggest hoops fit in. There's like 1, 2, 3. It's padded for 5 compartments here. Tons of hoops will fit in here. So if you're looking for a place to put the hoops, and then a zipper compartment on the front, I put my little hoops in here, and it's embroidered with the Baby Lock logo with gold thread. So we love these items. And it's a handle. And then also, if you have the Baby Lock trolley for your sewing machine and serger in the quilted black, it matches it. And the handle of the trolley will go up through and hold it. So you will look so smart walking into your next retreat, right? And then we have some hoops to show them, right?
Yeah.
I'll just put that there.
Do you want to start with the big one, the 10 and 5/8?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We could just grab the whole pile and I'll go through them. Yeah, so this is how they'll come to you. This one is the biggest hoop for the Solaris. It's 10 and 5/8 by 16. It's nice to have more than one, so that while it's sewing one, you could be hooping your next one, right? I warn everybody that if you hoop it and then you push that latch, okay? And if you push that latch and your hoop bows, it means you've got the screw too tight. So that latch on the front of the hoop, loosen the screw a little bit, but we've had people store their hoops bowed. So they push on that latch and it bows, and then it's like permanently bent. So if yours is permanently bent, you're going to want to get a new one because it's not going to hold your fabric taut enough. Okay, so 10 5/8 by 16. Okay.
9.5 by 9.5.
Yeah, 9.5 by 9.5. That's a nice size. Every one of the machines with IQ Designer can take this size. It's a 9.5 by 9.5. A lot of you got it with your machine, but a whole bunch of you didn't get it with your machine. Okay.
This is 9.5 by 14.
Okay, so this is the largest hoop for the Altair, Meridian, and Destiny. So if yours is looking kind of worn out, I know a lot of you do a lot of embroidery. Oh, I'm going to go peek and see what the machine's doing. Oh, it is looking really, really pretty. Now it's going to do the letters, so I'm just going to press start. Okay, it's really pretty, really pretty. Okay, okay. Okay, so 9.5 by 14. Okay. Yeah, a machine cover.
Machine
You're
cover.
right.
So
Janine.
is that the XL tote or the XL trolley?
Yeah, it would be the extra large trolley, yes. Yeah, but we do need like a cover to cover it when we're not using it.
Oh, just a cover.
Yeah, but we don't have that. As far as I know, we don't have that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were talking about a
So,
case.
hey, maybe they'll introduce one soon. Okay, so here is the 8 by 12 hoop. So it didn't come with a lot of the machines, so we like to show these. And so this one's 8 by 12. It's a slide-on hoop. So when you're doing things like in the hoop, you can't use a magnetic hoop. So I like to use these official Baby Lock hoops and hoop my no-show. It'll hold the no-show really nice.
Okay, so I have just another.
Yeah, so the
6
6 by 6. So if you're doing, oh, I thought it was stopping, but it wasn't. It was, oh my goodness, it looks really good, doesn't it? So now it's doing the E. It's looking really, really good. I'm going to peek. Yeah, I was worried that maybe I should have made it more dense, but no, it's perfect. So it looks really good. I love it. Okay, so 6 by 6 hoop. Nobody got this one with their machine. Nope. And so this is perfect if you're doing a 5 by 5 design, 4 by 4. It gives you room to move. I very rarely use a 4 by 4 hoop, only if I'm doing something really little. So.
And there's a few others here.
Yeah, you can click through them. So let's see what that one is. Is that one? Because
I think we
didn't show the 8 by 8, and that one I use a lot. I use it a lot doing the Wander Lane because those blocks are 6.5 by 6.5. Now, when you sew them together, they end up 6 by 6. But so you can't use, because they're 6.5 by 6.5, you can't use a 6 by 6 hoop. So 8 by 8 is really, there it is. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Now, how about those mini floral? Did I have those over here?
Yeah.
Okay, I do really like that set. So here's a set of, and it may vary. They, as we run out of fabric, they pick new ones, but this is 6 half-yard cuts of different floral fabrics. There's one. So now that you're going to be doing banners all day, every day, you're going to like having these little mini florals. Okay, so that's 6 half yards. It's just nice to add to your stash. Now, do we have the pale fabrics to put in the center?
Yes.
With a set of those.
One second.
So,
let's see.
I heard something. Okay. All right, what did it do? Okay, let's see if my thread will pull out. Yeah, it just broke. That's all. We're giving the machine a work. We're giving this poor spool of thread a workout. Okay, so my presser foot is up and it broke. I'm just going to work it out. Okay, there we go.
Your machine needs to go to the spa.
What does it have to do?
Has to go to the spa.
Yes, it does. I use them a lot. Mine at home gets used a lot. So. There. Because it broke and I don't know where it broke, I'm just going to go back 10 stitches. Oh, I don't know whether it's going to work there. So I'm going to lift my foot. I'm going to turn on my beam. I think I'm going to go back 10 more and then start. I'm going to stop it and snip the thread. There. I think I got it. And go back and fix it if I didn't, but I think I went back far enough. Okay, it's looking good. I knew, doing this much sewing with the metallic, especially because I'm going through so many layers and it's pounding through heavy stitching and heavy fabrics, that, it was going to break every once in a while, but no other metallic thread could withstand this punishment that I'm giving it. But it looks really good. I think we have to put this on our front door at work, at the other store, don't you?
Yes.
And I want to do the other one with the birthday fabric and write happy birthday, and I'll have 2 of them done. Okay, so that's looking good. Now those the pastel fabrics, that's another one that's a must-have, yeah. So I'm going to leave these out so they can see how these will go with them. So this is the 5 half yards, and it's fairy frost. So you'll get the blue. This is Wedgwood, and it's kind of a purpley blue. And then this one is just pearl. So it's just a white on white. Okay, look at this one, the apricot right here. So it just pulls out those peach colors. Look at how pretty that. Oh, look at that one right there. That is really pretty. This is really pretty with it. Okay, and then this one is called Snow, and it's like a white fabric, but very pale beige fairy frost on top of it. And then we also have pink. So as you can see, the pink will go with those, that one. So that's 5 half yards of fairy frost. So you could get as creative as you wanted making the banners. And remember, I made mine 10 by 12. You can go, if you have the Solaris, you could make yours 10 by 16, whatever size you want. Get creative with it, long and thin, and say welcome going down the center. So and post pictures. Whatever you create, make sure you post pictures. So. And then it looks like.
I didn't know if you wanted to.
Yeah, that was Sherry put those together, and I really like those.
Oh, so I haven't had anything entered for this.
You had what?
This is new?
Yeah, okay, it was last night.
It was last night?
Last night we had it.
Okay. Here,
yeah, you could look for it. I'm going to go check on oh my goodness, that purple. So shine on the machine stitching for now, because I want them to see how pretty that purple is looking. Really looks good. I can say welcome to our home because I think I'm here more than I am at home. I don't like a sound I'm hearing. Okay, let's go back and see. And it was when it switched. Oh, it's got like a lump there. I got a lump of thread. Who knows? Okay. And make sure my foot is up. It is up. Let's just see. Say, if you don't feel resistance from the thread, it's okay to pull out. But if you feel any resistance, it's better to cut it here and pull it out from the needle. Oh no, I see. I'm so used to doing it, and meanwhile, it won't do it for me today. There. I should make PJ thread the needle, just see how he does. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back another. So I went back like 15 stitches. Okay. So I hope everybody learned something. We finally figured out that group button. So you can put multiple lines in and then edit each line separately. I was just pressing the wrong button. Now I have to learn what that other button is for. I'll make, Janine was the one that taught me what it was. And so I'll make Janine help me figure out what the other button is for. See, these machines, they have so many features and that's wonderful. You want to continue to learn. The whole while you own the machine, you want to learn, right? That's what's fun, is creating new projects. Now it thinks I want to make a color change here. Does it? Yes, I'll just go ahead and tell it to go. I don't want to make it monochrome because then it will sew my back to my front before I'm ready. Well, maybe I should go there's a little spare thread there laying on the fabric. Just gonna pull that away. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna cut a piece of fabric so I'm ready to sew the back to the front. So I think it's gonna turn out really good. We'll make sure I'm gonna stay today and finish it, and we'll put a picture of it on the directions. Okay.
Let's see. Here. So I do you remember what this was called or anything? Because I can't.
From last night. Do they have a name on the top of the paper? No, but it's pretty. But I like these better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep trying to look for it.
Okay. I can look on my phone. Oh, the ergonomic magni grab. So yes, yes, it. So Steve really likes that. Now remember, don't hesitate. Call Steve, 412-344-2330. You get your rebate, and I think he has other incentives too. So he's put some bundles together, and so now's a great time to get a machine.
No, I'm sorry. I can't find the fabric bundle from Sherry.
That's okay. We'll show it. We'll show it on Monday.
Okay.
Then I'll make them watch on Monday. I think some new fabrics came in, and so Deb is loading those fabrics on for Monday. So that's going to be fun. We've been getting Christmas fabric in for a while now. Halloween is pretty much all in. Is it time to show you Halloween? That's what we're wondering, because we keep worrying that it's too early to show Halloween. And so let us know if you want to start seeing the Halloween and fall fabrics, or you think give us another month till we start showing those. But all of our Christmas fabrics are heading our way. So many have arrived that we ran out of space in the attic of that building, so we put them in this building. So it's always time for Halloween. That's right.
Silver and gold. There it is.
The silver and gold. Okay. Sometimes we name things and we forget what we name it. Okay, so this one is 4 half yards, silver and gold. So I'll just pull these up and then lay out, because you know how I like things that sparkle. So here, this is like a champagne gold. So this is a pearlized, but it looks like a pale, pale gold. And this is another one that is pearlized. We love the pearlized. I mean, it really shows off our stitches. And this one is like an ivory pearlized, a white pearlized. And then this one looks like a pale, pale gray. So it looks like silver. And it's got that shine to it. and they are 4 half yards. So another one that's perfect to show off our fancy fill stitches. So that's what we like, because we love them. They're so pretty. I keep saying I would love to meet the person who came up with the IQ designer, you know, the fancy fills especially. They're just so pretty. How's it doing over there? It's doing hour. I don't want to keep them too long though. But what I'll do, once it's done doing the letters, I will lay another piece of my, well, I'll have 2 pieces actually. So maybe I should show them. What time is it? I hate to keep them too long.
It's going
I
on
did show it
5:45.
last week. I showed it last week, the ending steps. Okay, so
Yeah.
now it's going to do home. So I think we're good. Or can we go? Wait, we could go on right before we do the Material Madness.
Sure.
And I could show them the last step.
Sure.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Okay, so everybody enjoy your Friday, and we will next see you